Hello, and welcome back to another pregnancy diary entry. I'm now 22 weeks pregnant, which is so hard to believe. Time is flying, and I have so much left to do, but let's not think about that right now. What I want to talk to you about this week is lymphatic drainage. This has been really clutch during my pregnancy for my health and also my comfort, so I want to talk about what it means and how I do it. First, though, let's knock out those disclaimers and advertisements. Remember that nothing I say here on this channel is ever to be taken as medical advice. These are simply my own personal experiences, and I encourage you to consult your care team when making decisions for you and your baby's health. I also want to remind you to follow me on Instagram at Lauren P. Clamp for wellness insights, fine art content, and anything else going on in my life. You can also subscribe to my Substack Shwet for similar content in longer form. I will link my Instagram and Substack in the description for you so you can find me and join me on all the fun platforms. Now, back to the video. So, lymphatic drainage. Let's start with an explanation of what that is for those of you who may not know. Basically, your lymphatic system is a circulatory system made up of lymph vessels. These lymph vessels hold fluid that is passed out of the blood, and when they're not draining properly or efficiently, you may experience symptoms like swelling. When you support lymphatic drainage, you are helping your lymph move better, which will not only make you feel better, but it will also improve your blood flow. If you're pregnant, you likely know that swelling is a major side effect, we'll say. You also likely know that good blood flow or circulation is key to a healthy pregnancy where you feel your best. Lymphatic drainage should be of high interest to every pregnant woman. I myself don't have the best circulation even when I'm not pregnant. I swell easily and I'm cold all the time. Now that I'm pregnant and it's the dead of summer, I would say I've shaken the cold all the time bit, but I am most definitely swelling and more than ever. There's nothing wrong with this. When you're carrying a baby, you build more blood and fluid to support them, but there are ways to mitigate the negative effects. If you've watched my skincare routine video, which is Pregnancy Diary 8, you might remember that I talk about dry brushing and gua sha. Those are both methods of draining lymph, but I have more to share. I've really had to up my game during this pregnant girl summer I'm having. First, let's talk about my new companion to dry brushing. It's the Skinny Confidential's body sculpting tool. While dry brushing is something you should do daily, this tool only needs to be used 3 times a week. I like to do it after I've showered and moisturized, mostly on weekends when I have more time for luxurious bathing. The tool comes with instructions, but basically you pump the lymph nodes behind your knees and under your armpits 5 times to activate them, and then work your way around the body with the tool as instructed. It's hard metal, so you'll want to be good and oiled up before you scrape this over your skin. You might experience some bruising at first, but that's normal. It's kind of like a workout in a way, and while I wasn't sure it would do anything when I first tried it, I have to say I do see a difference. The aggressive movement of lymph this provides makes me visibly less swollen, which is exactly what I'm after. If you're not pregnant, you can use this to slim and tone the body. That's not my goal right now, but nice to know that I can use it for that postpartum. Next, let's talk about vibration plates. This is my other big lymphatic drainage hack that I've recently turned to. This is the plate. It sits on the floor and plugs in, and you can adjust the strength of the vibration as well as the length of the sessions. The vibrations from the plate shake lymph loose and help it drain naturally, so you can see why I'd like it for my particular situation. If you've heard of this before, you probably know that most people stand on these plates upright and get a total body vibration treatment. That's a great way to use it if you're not pregnant. After I got mine, I did some research, and standing on the plates has not been thoroughly researched for pregnant women. I won't lie to you, I did stand on it to use it a couple times before I wondered if it was the right thing to do. It caused a lot of shaking in my belly, and my spidey senses told me this might not be good for baby. Well, the jury is out on that, but I am not taking any chances. Of course, I don't have to ditch the plate. Instead, I made an adjustment. When I use it, I sit down on the edge of my ottoman and put my feet on it. Being seated like this takes all the shakes out of my belly and isolates them in my legs. Honestly, it's my legs that get the most filled up with fluid anyway. After a long day of sitting at work or some physical activity like a walk, my legs are quite swollen. I like to do 2 10-minute sessions on this each night to shake the fluid out of my legs. It also helps massage out my leg muscles, which I can always use since I'm still working out basically as much as I did before I got pregnant. If you do stand on the plate upright, you can get back relief and shake lymph from your whole body, but I don't recommend that when you're pregnant. I can look forward to using that way after the baby is born and I have fully healed from birth. The last thing I use a lot is our massage gun. We've had this for a very long time now, and we keep it in our arsenal for when my husband or I have a back injury, super sore muscles, or some other ache. I use it more than ever now that I'm pregnant because my muscles get sore faster, and it also helps to move lymph. I can target where I use it better than the vibration plate, and it goes deeper into tissue if I have pulled something or need a lot of extra love in an area. You can also support your lymph without tools. Hydration is key to lymph flow as it helps you detox, if you know what I mean. So is proper nutrition and good sleep. There's also good old-fashioned elevating your feet. This could be legs up the wall or resting them on a footrest. I do both of those things as much as I can, especially after a day at work or exercise. Make sure you're resting in general and letting your body reset. You might need more restoration than you did before you were pregnant, and that's perfectly fine. Pregnancy is your time to take the best care of yourself that you ever have. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, and do ask for help when you just need to sit down and put up your dogs. Real ones will understand and be happy to give you a break. That's all I've got for you on lymph. As far as how I'm doing in the 22nd week, I am feeling good. Mr. Baby is becoming super active and I can feel him kicking as well as flipping around a lot more. I love hearing from him like this. It helps me know he's okay and it's creating a bond between us. Each day I get more and more excited to meet him. Luckily, the time is already flying and I have a feeling it will only gain speed. Next week, I've got another checkup, so I'll update you on that. In the meantime, leave me your questions and messages in the comments. I really want to hear from you. If there's a pregnancy topic you want me to cover, let me know. I'm doing this series to help other mamas along their journey, so I'm happy to tailor these videos to your needs and curiosities. If we don't chat in the comments, I will talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.